All right, guys, welcome back. Hey, Jonathan put some questions out there on Instagram that you guys wanted to have some info on, and one of the questions was, how do I know if my strings and cables are still good to go? So, I've got a customer's bow here we just checked in. This is an RX-7. He still has the original factory set of strings that came on the bow, and when he brought this to me, I looked it over. All of his servings are really good. So what I want you guys to look at is the serving on anywhere that's rolling, especially through the cam track here. So all of his servings look really good. There's no serving separation anywhere. And he's starting to gain a little bit of peep rotation, which is pretty common on bowstrings. So what we're going to do for this customer is we're just going to do a tune-up for him. We're going to go through, make sure the bow's axle-to-axle is good. We're going to make sure that the bow's cam timing and cam sync is good, which are two separate things. We're going to straighten his peep sight. And if the bow will tune and shoot and hold that tune, he's probably fine to get a whole other season out of these strings and cables. For me, I kind of base it off my bow. Was once I get my bow set up, dialed in, shooting how I want, if every time I pull that bow out of the case, I go back to the range and all my marks, all my pins are hitting exactly where I need them to be, that's telling me that my strings and cables are holding a tune really well. And if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of a mentality. So the biggest thing you guys can do is just inspect your bow. And if you have your bow tuned, sighted in, you feel like you're shooting good, and then you start shooting at the range, you feel like your pins are starting to get a little bit off, maybe you're starting to have to add some more clicks, the farther out you get, you're starting to hit a little bit lower, you've could have lost some poundage, your cam sync could be out just a little bit. Sometimes with bows, you can do just a tune-up and still the strings and cables are good shape, good to go, you get some more life out of them. But eventually, strings and cables are like tires on your car. They're only going to last so long. So for guys that shoot a whole lot of arrows, I got customers that shoot 100 arrows a day. Those guys are replacing strings and cables, honestly, every 8 to 10 months because the shot count just adds up so quickly. But for guys that don't shoot a whole lot, like this customer here, he might get another full season out of this. A couple little things that I want guys to pay attention to on strings and cables. On a lot of these newer modern bows, they are putting what we call speed weights on here. And it takes these engineers at these manufacturers a lot of time to figure out not only how much weight, but what location on the bowstring to not only improve speed and performance, but also reduce noise and vibration. And over time, as you shoot, these speed weights can shift and slide on the bowstring. So, if you guys have these on your bow, check these periodically, make sure that they're really tight and snug. If you feel like they can slide or twist, those could be really throwing some bad shots. Even though your strings and cables might look fine, those can really affect your bow's performance and tuning. And so, yeah, guys, if you guys got good strings and cables on your bow, usually factory sets are pretty decent. Aftermarket strings, like what we recommend from Gas, are a little bit better, higher quality. Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Rather than that, biggest thing I tell guys of why most of our customers need to replace a bowstring is because they wear them out before shooting them out. And usually the wear and tear, this customer's starting to get a little bit here. As you're hiking through the mountains, your brush is rubbing on the bowstring. That's causing a little bit of fraying damage here. So I kind of recommend two things as far as string care, maintenance, and protection. So number one, we really like what we call an ultra wax pad from Wilde Archery. If you guys have string wax, my opinion, throw it away. I do not like string wax or do not recommend it at all. Problem with wax is when you get dust and dirt in the fibers and you wax it, only thing you've done is sealed that dirt down in the fibers, and it's actually going to make it fray out and wear out faster and sooner. So use those pads. They're more of what we'd call a conditioner and a cleaner. And then the other thing that we're really big fan of here, we recommend for everyone, is an Easton bowsling cover. There's a lot of different cover systems out there on the market you can look at. The Easton's been our favorite here. Really good quality for the price, but the cover goes up over my cams, protects my strings, and protects my cams from rocks. So if I'm hiking, I slip and fall, like this customer has a couple dings on his bottom cam here from where the bow dropped or he fell on it. So biggest thing with strings and cables is you buy a good quality set, you really take care and clean them, maintain them, and protect them. I've had guys get over 20,000 arrows out of a set of strings and cables before. So hopefully that answers some of your questions there. If you have any more, comment on the video. Me and Jonathan will go through, read those, and get back to you. But rather than that, remember to get wild.